Hello and welcome to another video. This time we are taking a look at a regional season of the Charm Reboot Season 3. Let's begin. I dreamt a dream. Yes, this is sadly the episode where Macy dies, and I still wish that had ended her story a better way, trapped her in a dream or even doing a body switch. But it is what it is, and the episode was still beautiful made. A great tribute to my favorite character of the Charm Reboot series. I also love all the sister moments, just that they came a little too late. Anyway, it was still a better send-off than Prue got in the original Charmed. Oh, the Tangle Rip. This episode is on the list mostly because of the racist story with Macy. It shows a reality that sadly still happens today, and it was really hard to see Macy hurting over it. I also liked the fight scene between Mel and Abby. Fire against ice. No hablo brujeria. In this episode, the sister meets their cousin, Josefina. Macy and Jordan bond when they are trapped in the past memories of Jordan, and Jordan finally breaks his curse. I really like the talk between Jordan and Macy about it being okay to be angry. It is okay to feel angry, but it's never okay to let that anger affect others. Wistful thinking. In this episode, all the sisters' wishes come true. Even the allergy is gone, but all this comes at a very high price. The sisters must now learn the hard way that they have to give it all up to do the right thing. The episode was not without some plot holes, but really liked it, and liked the hazy moments and Josefina's newfound powers. Carrie's theory. Yes, it's not everybody that are fans of Abigail Kane, but I wouldn't argue that this episode was not only having focus on her, but also Jordan. In the episode, the sisters must go on trial to save Jordan, who was trapped in the Tomb of Chaos after helping Abby. Only way to do this is to prove that Abigail do not belong in the tomb. I love all the flashbacks that we finally saw Abigail's mother, that the sister saw what a monster Francesca was, the sister realizing that themselves are not perfect. No one is perfect. But most of all, I love how similar the episode was to an original Charm episode called Crimes and Wits Demations. What to expect when you're expecting the apocalypse. A great episode. But face it, we all knew that Jordan was the affected one by the evil whisper all along. I really liked the Abby and Mel moments, and the fact that we finally got to see Abby's sister, Waverly. And I liked the way that Mel used her powers when she stopped the fighting between the two sisters. And it looks like she's getting her old powers back to freeze time. perfect eye is the enemy of good. In this episode, the perfect eye goes after the sisters, and the sisters must put Mel into a coma to save her life. Maisie and Maggie gets help from Celeste and a little help from Abby to send the perfect eye into the tomb, and Mel gets pregnant with her future self's baby. Wits Way Out. This episode is definitely a different kind of episode, but it works. The sisters must find with their own memories and the control of the Tomb of Chaos to get out. A really great episode. Triads. Triads was going to be the final episode of season 2, but because of COVID, it became part of season 3. And man, it feels like a final episode of a season. The sisters must try to find each of their pieces of the source so they can save the magical tree and the magical world from dying. I really like the callback to the first season of the show. Maggie goes back to Hilton and Kappa with Jordan but finds out that she has hidden her piece closer to home. Harry and Mace has a romantic moment on an island looking for her piece, and Mel and Abby goes to the future and finds out that Mel will die. But in the end, the big sacrifice is not the death of one of the sisters, but the medical allergy that we will see later on in the season. You can't touch this. Just like the episode just before this one, this episode was going to be the starting episode of season 3, but again, because of COVID, it was changed to be the 4th episode of the season. And it was a great start. It really felt like a beginning of a season, and it had a new vibe that the show writers talked about. It was really a great start. And then, of course, as we learn, a lot of things happened with season 3 that we didn't really like. A lot of plot holes, a lot of stories that wasn't that interesting. But I loved this episode. You can touch this. I loved how the sisters got back to normal life and the story about the mysterious monsters. And yes, it could be a little slow sometime, but in the end it was a great one. Like I said, was season 3 not the best season. There was some episodes that was amazing, but there was also a lot of plot holes. But still, I think this episode series has a great potential, and therefore I'm looking forward to see the next season, even it's without my favorite character, Maisie Vaughn. I hope that if you liked this video, you will subscribe or give it a thumbs up. See you later. Goodbye.